Hello, Cancer. Thank you for stopping by Moonlit Taroscope to get your April 2019 tarot forecast. Um, First of all, I just want to say for some of you guys that saw my March Cancer Love tarot reading, kind of had a bit of a breakdown because my mom, who was a Cancer, was sick, and I was just like, I really just felt that so strongly, and I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for all of your prayers and your well wishes. It means so much to me, and I just want to tell you that even though I didn't get into it on my last reading, she actually was being screened for cancer, and her results came back negative. So I just want to share that with you guys. So exciting, such a relief. We still have, some concerns about what might be going on with her, but I can at least share that news with you guys, and I'm just so excited, and I really appreciate all your prayers and all your good vibes and everything with regards to my mom. So, yay, she doesn't have cancer. Like, I'm not really sure what's wrong. We don't know what's wrong yet, but we've ruled out the scariest one. All right, so back to you guys. This is going to be a forecast. So basically, we're just going to look at, this is a general reading, so it can be regards to anything that can come up. It's sort of vague, but you can apply these readings to sort of any area of your life, wherever it resonates. When I was pre-shuffling and meditating on you guys, I was thinking about delicacy was a word that kept coming out, and it kind of made me think about seafood. And you guys are crabs, so I mean, it was almost like there is something very tender. There's a feeling of tenderness, of softness, and I just kept thinking delicate. So that could mean a couple of different things. It can mean different things. It could be positive in that you're like delicate little beautiful flowers right now, and just absolutely, I'm thinking porcelain skin and just really beautiful. And then it can also mean, that some of you are a little bit fragile and you feel like you might break. Like it's just like a feeling of the littlest thing right now. It's just going to push me over the edge and I'm going to break. So it was interesting that when I pulled your crystal card for this reading, we got kyanite, beautiful kyanite. Kyanite is about self-care. It says taking care of yourself is essential right now. So let's take a look at beautiful kyanite. Our crystal angel, beautiful kyanite. And basically it's just saying, it's a really good time to change your habits and your daily rituals to include that extra bit of self-care. Like, for example, I just recently changed because I'm aging. It happens. I've accepted it. I'm like, I'm going to start using eye cream at night. I'm going to start going ahead and doing eye cream and face different. I've got a new skin regime that I'm doing. So it's a change for me because I'm growing up and I need to change things. And so it kind of made me think that for some of you, you just might need to maybe make a little change in your daily. It doesn't have to be vain or ego-based. I'm not saying that. That was just an example. I'm just saying that, maybe get up an extra 5 minutes in the morning just to do a 5-minute morning meditation. I've been doing that as well. It's super helpful. Just whatever area of your life is going to make you feel a little bit stronger is the vibe that I'm getting. Something that's going to give you a little bit more of a boost as far as your self-esteem or your self-worth or the way you're valuing yourself, I think is really important right now. And luckily with the skies are also giving us the same message. So it's a very good time, what the astrologers are saying, for the next 6 months to get rid of bad habits and start some new habits. So with all of that good stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and move forward into your tarot reading. I'm really excited to see what we have in store for you. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on in your very recent past. This is a very simple, standard 369 reading that I've done. I really started reading this about 10 years ago with playing cards, and I've now transferred it into tarot, and it's looking great. So it's your recent past, how you're feeling right now, and then we're going to move into the future. But in the meantime, we're going to ask and we're going to receive from our spirits from the bright lights, we're going to receive advice. Okay? All right, Cancer. So want me to divine these cards, which means I'm going to spread them out and let the energy tell me which ones to pull. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Wands in the upright, and we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So let me take a look at this. We have two Knights in reverse. In the middle, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, let's just start there. The Nine of Wands is my Wounded Warrior card. Actually, a friend of mine kind of gave it that title, and I thought, wow, that's perfect. It's like he's been through so much, and he's tired, and he's kind of looking back at everything, and he's sort of wondering, why am I here? Where did everyone go? And it's a feeling of, to me, it's the recovery after a battle. So some of you might be struggling with some PTSD. We have two Knights in reverse. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Swords. So some of you have definitely may have been caught in the middle of two people. And I get the impression that you have been feeling like you are the one that's trying to make peace and trying to make everybody get along, but they're just not getting along, and you're exhausted, you're tired, you're fragile, you're tired of fighting. You're feeling the burden of being in the middle of a situation. This is what I'm getting. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Swords, and it's always interesting when they come out, their layout. They've got their back to each other, okay? No communication. Nothing is really being resolved. So I feel like in your recent past, you guys are in a process where, I don't know if this is you or them. We've got air, we've got Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We've got Earth, which is, hello, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Maybe you are kind of caught in the middle of a situation. I get the feeling that you're the one sort of trying to make peace here. Victimized. I feel like some of you definitely are feeling victimized by this in some way, shape, or form. This kind of came up with this card, with Kyanite. Because with Kyanite, you are, by taking the time to do something for yourself, it helps you feel less victimized, okay? And I'm not saying to any of you that you are acting like victims or, anything of that sort. I don't want to give you that impression. I'm just saying that I feel like if you are being caught between two people or two situations, and no matter how hard you try, you cannot bring these two people or these two situations together. You cannot make it work. That it's time to just reel it in, get rid of these, get rid of the conflict itself, step out of the conflict, and just worry about you right now. Worry about you. It's so funny because I just did Leo's reading, and Leo's reading was almost exactly about the same thing. So some of you could be dealing with the Leo. I don't know. This is very interesting. Let's see what's going on in your present. What's going on for Cancer right now? What's going on for Cancer right now? All right. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Nine of Swords in reverse. All right, and we have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, and then we got two. We got the Emperor in reverse, and we got the Ten of Wands. Wow. I'm going to put the Emperor over here. I need to clarify the Ten of Wands. Clarify the 10 of Wands for Cancer, please. 10 of Wands for Cancer. All right, and we have the Ace of Wands to clarify the 10 of Wands in reverse. I'm feeling something very powerful happening here. I think you guys are beginning to, you're in the process of moving past the 9 of Wands energy, which is feeling abandoned, feeling wounded. This has brought the 9 of Swords, but with the 9 of the Swords upright, it lets me know that you're on the healing side of this, okay? Because, I mean, I'm sorry, in reverse. When it's in the upright, I always get the impression that these wands are like super, super heavy. Like you're feeling very heavy, very afraid, lots of anxiety. But when it's in reverse, it's like you're on top of it, which means you haven't quite conquered your fears yet, but you're seeing your way out of it, okay? So that's wonderful to see that right now. With the 8 of Pentacles is such an amazing card, and it has to do with really continuing to focus on your work and your productivity, but it's also seeing how it's grown. You're actually seeing the fruit of your efforts here. So for many of you, I think what this is in regards to is that whatever this fear that you've been holding on to, possibly it's the fear of not being able to keep two things together is what I'm getting. So hold on, I'm getting a little bit of a, it's coming clearer. Okay. You guys have come at a crossroads where you have just realized that something is not going to work, okay? It's not going to work. Something's not going to work. I don't know what it is. Something that you've been trying to make happen isn't going to work. And the fact that you keep trying to force it is just making you more worse for the wear. You are now in a position where you are beginning to slowly see at this time that all your work has not been in vain. Okay? It's just that you've got to figure out how to do things differently. This in regards to a relationship, I know this is sort of very broad, but this is a very broad reading. It's basically an understanding that when the 10 of Wands is in reverse, this is very hard. You can't hold on to the wands like this, okay? They're going to slip out of your hands. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. So I think some of you are going from the 10 to the Ace, which is beautiful because this is the end of the cycle and this is the new planting of the new cycle. What I feel like it is, it's the same thing that you've been working on or thinking about. It's just that you're learning now how to hold it firmly in one hand instead of trying to balance way too many things out. Because you guys have been trying too hard to hold a whole lot of things together. And you don't have to. You don't have to. You only have one thing that you have to really focus your energy on instead of all of these gazillion things. What that is up to you. You guys that are listening to this, however you're interpreting that's how you're going to interpret it. The reading is never about the reader. The reading is about how you interpret the things that I'm saying. So even though it's fairly general, you might know exactly what this is and how this applies to your life. With the 8 of Pentacles, this could be a lot to do with work. It could have to do with finances, or it could also be regarding work that you've done in a relationship, which what you've done in the recent past, you've begun to realize it's not going to work out this way. It's not going to work out that way. This is making me extremely uncomfortable, okay, whatever it is. But now I'm beginning to see that I don't have to live in fear anymore. I don't have to try to hold on to these wands. It's impossible. If you're holding on to all this stuff, you know that's going to slip right out of his hands. I have my Ace of Wands. This is the 10 of Wands reverse is clarified by the Ace of Wands, which is huge for me. It lets me know that you right now are in a really exciting place of of really being able to take all of this sort of this darkness and this struggle that you've recently gone through and grasp hold of it in a way that's productive. And it's something that you feel very, very passionate about, okay? Very beautiful. I'm going to put this up here with kyanite. Well, thank you, spirits, for that message. We have the Emperor here. The Emperor came out as sort of a side note, so we're going to talk about the Emperor in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and moving into your near future. So this is moving into April. What we have in store for Cancer moving into April. What do we have for Cancer moving into April? Oh, this Queen of Cups. She came out twice. So, Queen of Cups, Cancer. Love it. That's you guys. That's y'all. In this reading, that's you. So, I feel like moving into April, you're going to get a lot of, you're going to have a lot more comfort, sweethearts. You're going to be feeling much better. So, we got the Six of Cups in reverse. We got the Queen of Cups. And then we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. So, let me take a look at this. So, yeah, there's going to be some desire. There's going to be a need to let go. There's going to be a need to let go. If there is a split in your family, and if you are attempting to bring two groups of people together, or, I even see this as like, I can't get my family to accept my boyfriend or my girlfriend, or I can't get my best friend and my other best friend to get along. Whatever that is, moving into April, you may have to let someone go. This is not anything you can control. If you keep trying to control it, you're going to end up like this. Okay? So I think the lessons that the spirits are giving us tonight is that you guys, also with the Emperor in reverse, the Emperor is about control. And being controlling and being inflexible. And him popping out in reverse is letting us know we've got to be flexible. We have the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like whoever this Knight of Swords is, if it's a person, it's going to still be an issue in moving into April. So I feel like, yes, okay, fantastic. Okay, so what I'm getting is the recent pain and suffering that you have felt standing in between the Knight and the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Whatever it is, this is that you're stuck in between. There is going to be an element of it that continues into April. However, the Queen of Cups upright has her back to the Queen of Swords in reverse. Do you see that? So it makes me think that if you have a sharp-tongued person that has been using their past experiences of bitterness to hurt you and make you feel victimized, where you feel the most vulnerable, okay? You are going to be able to, that is no longer going to bother you. You're going to conquer this. I really feel that, this whole, I keep getting this strength thing from you guys, Cancer, that you're going to be moving into your own strength, that you're not going to be, you're going from fragile to like fabulous or something in April. Like that is exactly what I got. And oh, the Eight of Pentacles just came out again. I was just doing another shuffle for advice. So that came out for you guys twice. As I was talking, I was shuffling because I wanted to ask for a little extra advice. Wow, this is going to be a new skill for you to be able to turn your back on this person or situation or thing that actually harms you, as far as you allowing it to enter your innermost soul and actually hurt your spirit. That's not going to happen anymore. You're going to have your back to it. She's got her beautiful mermaid chair, Cancer. Beautiful Cancers. See this mermaid chair? There's no penetrating this chair. She's got her back. There's nothing wrong with the Queen of Swords, but when she's in reverse, we're looking at the shadow side of the Queen of Swords, okay? Which is her rough experiences in life have made her bitter, where she can say things that can be hurtful. Same thing with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has no filter. So whoever it is in your life that's been affecting you and actually hurting you, moving into April, you're going to be able to bring up this, have this emotional strength, okay, by letting go of trying to control a situation. All right. You're going to bring up, able to bring up this emotional strength, and this is going to be a new skill for you. So it's emotional strength. It's standing firm and saying, okay, I understand how you feel, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. That's exactly what I'm getting. You're going to be able to understand that these other people around you that have been affecting you in a negative way, you're going to be able to turn your back on them and go, look, that doesn't have anything to do with me at all. Okay, that is about you and your own experiences. It is not about me, okay? So I'm very happy to see this, because although I started this reading out thinking and feeling and being concerned about your fragile states, okay, Cancer, I feel like you guys are going to end, you're going to actually be starting off April sitting in strength, taking good care of yourself. And instead of the thing that you're passionate about being a burden, it's going to be something you can grab hold of and move forward with. And I'm really excited to see that for you, Cancer. Listen, you guys, I love you. Stay healthy, stay well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.